comes to mind when you think of real effective bodybuilding training? Like people really getting after it, really getting their gains. It's images that pop up in your head of bodybuilders being in really close proximity and sometimes actual muscular failure. And to make it clear, because people hear what they want to hear and then they go run around and spread rumors that Alberto said we must always train to failure all the time. No exception. That's not what I'm saying. But it is true relative to other anti-gravity pursuits. Bodybuilding training on average has you training closer to muscular failure. You're just orbiting a little bit closer to the sun. I'm not saying go in there, not all the time, but on average. And today I'm going to give you a very simple, very straightforward tip, something that's going to help you become a better bodybuilder today, potentially, something that's going to help you really, really keep your poise, keep technique, keep what you're trying to do, not just safe, but make it more effective. And that is being able to perform when things get quite turbulent during the last segments of a set. Very important skill for a bodybuilder is to be able to hold that muscle to the fire, especially when things get a little hairy. So 6-7 RPE, 3 to 4 RIR, right about that point is where, you really have to start paying attention to what you're doing. And this is where this tip will really come in handy. The caveat that this tip is for upper body training, all right? So this is mostly going to help you with all your upper body work, whether it's your pulling, whether it's your curling, your tricep extensions, your presses for sure, especially your presses. This is where this tip will really come in handy. So humans, we tend to be hyper aware of our radial digits. That's going to be these two right here. And the thumb, obviously the thumb is what makes us special, right? Weird creatures, this thumb, along with the primates. Shout outs to our primate cousins out there, the thumb. But what ends up happening is when things get hairy, we tend to forget about the ulnar digits, okay? That's going to be, think about half of this one, because I think this one kind of goes both ways. It's business, not mine. And for sure the pinky. We tend to forget about these fingers when things get hairy. As this paper here shows, link is going to be in the description. These fingers right here, they account for anywhere from 34 to 67% of our total strength, our total grip strength. And in the heat of the moment, people tend to forget about these digits. I know I do. I constantly have to make sure that, okay, are you guys still here with me? Forget about these fingers, and what ends up happening is that it negatively impacts neural drive, motor unit recruitment. To put it simply, you might be recruiting less of the muscle you are trying to target here if you forget about these. Super quick example. Grip your forearm. Don't use the two ulnar digits, the ring finger and the pinky. Grip. All right. Now let's do it again. Use both. See the difference, right? When you are doing this, everything else behind it is in a much better position to do its thing. Remember like all the Bosu ball memes? Exact same thing, man. Like we laughed at that because it's like that's an unstable surface. You're not going to be able to recruit everything you're trying to recruit here, right? In a way, if you don't check this, it's kind of like there's a Bosu ball relationship between your hand and whatever it's gripping. So next time you catch yourself at about the midway point of any upper body movement, check on these guys. See how they're doing. Remind them they have an important job to do here. In most cases, it will help you from defaulting into technique you had no intentions of using. And sometimes, especially in novice and intermediate athletes, you might find yourself getting a rep or two you had no idea was even in the cards today. Remember, guys, fundamentals, don't leave home without them. This example, your ulnar digits, the underappreciated side of your hand.